Note: the following video depicts a specific configuration of the notebook. The same removal and replacement procedures apply to all configurations of the notebook. Before you begin, remove the battery, keyboard, top cover, hard disk drive assembly, wireless module, display panel assembly, and system board. Removal. Note: the heatsink has numbers adjacent to the following 7 screws. Loosen the 4 captive P1 Phillips head screws that secure the heatsink over the primary processor in numerical order. Loosen the 3 captive P1 Phillips head screws that secure the heatsink over the secondary processor in numerical order. Note: due to the adhesive quality of the thermal grease located between the heatsink and processor components, it may be necessary to move the heatsink from side to side to detach it from the system board. Remove the heatsink from the system board. Replacement. Note: before replacing the heatsink, the thermal grease should be replaced. The thermal grease should be replaced every time the heatsink is removed. Use alcohol and a soft cloth, or an alcohol swab, to clean all thermal grease off of the heatsink and processors. Use the thermal grease applicator to apply the proper amount of thermal grease to the center of each processor core. Position the heatsink over the processors and align the mounting screws with the standoffs on the system board. Tighten the 4 captive P1 Phillips head screws that secure the heatsink assembly over the primary processor in numerical order. Tighten the 3 captive P1 Phillips head screws that secure the heatsink assembly over the secondary processor in numerical order.